Welcome to New York City, guys. This is my first time in the city, and today we are gonna address my expectation versus reality.
I went here 11 years ago, so for me it's also kind of the first time because a lot has changed. But here in Times Square, everything looks the same, although the amount of commercials are wilder than ever.
This is not gonna be a tour guide of New York. This is not gonna be the romantic image of New York. This is gonna be as true and as real as we can portray it. And I'm actually excited to do a video like that.
I kind of just want to find out, is there any heart and soul left in New York? Because when you look at the last couple of years, a lot has changed. Safety, a lot of homelessness, the drug crisis, just a lot of things has gone in the wrong direction for New York. So that's one of the things that we're most excited to cover.
I expect to see a lot of quirky people, a lot of street artists, a lot of amazing fashion, a lot of tall buildings, and a lot of crazy food. That's like my main expectation.
Is it good food or just crazy?
Both. We're going to Hell's Kitchen. They have a lot of cute cafes and restaurants.
Hell's Kitchen. What restaurant is that?
Mexico all over, Yone. There you go.
We just spent $15
On coffee.
2 coffees. That is even more expensive than Denmark.
Have you got it to get it? If so, how often? Which
That's what she said.
use a hard or soft option?
Amalia just pointed out that it's a very high heel friendly city.
I could totally have brought all my heels.
Didn't you bring any?
I brought one pair, but that's like a finer pair.
Is that for Krispy Kreme?
No.
It's really absurd how tall the buildings are. I feel like Crocodile Dundee also.
Imagine 7 million people all wanting to live together. Yeah, New York must be the friendliest place on earth.
The fact that Times Square is an attraction, just to come and see commercials,
Yeah.
that's an attraction, that's fascinating.
I felt like I was in an episode of Black Mirror standing there. I was like, holy fuck.
Television. Vision.
Really? You cannot go to New York without going to Krispy Kreme. I've been wanting this my entire life, and today is the day.
Okay, we start here.
This is cancer, skin rashes, diabetes in one beautiful package. This is so fucking delicious.
This is illegal. Oh my.
Yeah, this is why it's illegal in Europe. There's probably too many chemicals.
Put it on your Instagram.
Yeah, I need it. It needs to go on Instagram. I mean, what are we here for?
Holy fuck.
This is crazy.
So when we arrived yesterday at our hotel, we were watching TV, and every second commercial was some kind of medicine.
Attention Medicare customers with diabetes.
It's kind of worth it.
I swear this place is all about dopamine hunting. Like everywhere you look, there is some sort of temptation, whether it's food or shopping or drinks. It's everywhere. It's all about the next high, the next new.
Speaking of the next high, should we test Dunkin' Donuts?
Not even close.
We had to go find a CVS to buy wet napkins because when you eat donuts, everything is covered in sugar. One of the expectations we didn't have to New York is that it is 35 degrees Celsius.
Boiling hot.
It's 8 o'clock and we're already sweating like a buffoon in a closet.
I'm literally wet here.
West End girls.
We literally just came to visit our friends for bagels, breakfast bagels. Incredible breakfast bagels, by the way. And these are actually our new neighbors in the house in Madeira. And I can't even believe that they're selling this apartment, because this is like, if I lived here, I would be like, I made it in life.
Yeah,
I did not expect to be on a location like this on this trip. This is, I mean, look at this.
I've never seen a true New York apartment like this with my own eyes. You know, you always see those videos where they, for example, in the top there, they tour a 250 million penthouse. This is not 250 million, but this is like a dream apartment for us.
It is incredible.
Yeah, and when you stand here, Dunkin' Donut is a very far away. This is wild, guys. This is just a random kiosk. We want some water.
It smells like fucking.
There are a selection of. It's so big. Like, who goes like, I need one of these right now? We have to try one of the Prime Logan Paul scam. I literally get more thirsty when I take a sip. This is what it feels like when you drag me to an H&M.
I rarely do that. Rarely.
Go there, Amelia.
Yeah, I might actually stay there.
You know, I already had this, but Amelia threw it away.
How do you blame me for that?
You threw it away.
I have nothing to do with that. Jon is in charge of camera gear. I don't.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were
My back. We're literally going for a massage because I don't know what's wrong. It's because I spend so much time editing the video
You know what
you're
you do?
watching.
You know
So
what you do?
please like and subscribe.
Spend a lot of time.
But if you walk on up here, that's fine. Just not walk here.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were
When you live on Madeira, you have to stay at Cristiano Ronaldo's hotel.
a bit frightening. Yeah. But they fought with expert timing.
There's nothing like a massage that can make you want to sleep.
MSNBC.
Attention Medicare customers with diabetes. Call right now for free information.
You can get free information on this product if you call.
We are going to take the metro for the first time.
Yes.
We're having dinner. With friends, more friends. Turns out, without really knowing it, that we have a lot of friends here in New York City. I don't know what it is, but I am so terrified of taking the metro in big cities.
Because you've been brainwashed by all the media.
It smells like death. So how much is it?
3.5. It's always no matter where.
Are you hungry?
Yeah, I am. This is so crazy. We eat all the time and I'm hungry all the time.
We've walked 7,000 steps today.
And
17.
we're not even done.
Quite convenient. This is the fastest way to get around. World Trade Center.
Just met a local guy who grew up in this neighborhood who was like, you guys better be careful with your stuff.
Yeah.
And then he went on like, this neighborhood is so cool. It does look cool.
We're
I
in
really
the
like it.
Lower East side. That's the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And
it seems very cultural. Wow.
whoa.
Okay.
Like, look how people are sitting here.
This is the kind of vibe we are very used to in Europe. So I feel more at home here, to be honest. About actually meeting with friends here is that they're local, they know all the cool places, all the quirky little places, speakeasy bars that we would never have found ourselves. So I'm excited for this.
This place doesn't even show its name, and it's Greek. And Amelie, you're half Greek.
I'm very much Greek, yes. So I'm excited to validate this food.
Saginagi. Hi.
Nice to see you.
Sorry, we have a camera. Hi.
Am I on camera?
You're on camera.
Had the same issue for a long time. I was like, I'm not happy. We just need to film a little bit of this.
Saganaki, the tzatziki, some bread. Let's go.
Hi.
Sex in the City. Look at this place here. Amazing. Is Ronaldo coming later today?
Not yet.
No?
Maybe when you guys are sleeping at 4 in the morning, he'll wake you up.
All right.
I'll give him a call.
Just yeah, come with me.
Thank you.
Bye. See you. Just like in Paris.
We paid $18 for this. An iced oat latte, a normal latte, and 1 chocolate croissant.
So that was the most expensive coffee of my life. Amelia, we're on day 2.
Yeah.
How are reality being met?
I'm definitely realizing that New York can be so many different things. So I know now that expectations are probably only the stereotypical version of what New York is, which is like the fast food and, you know, the tall buildings and all that. When you meet with locals, which thankfully we have local friends, you actually see neighborhoods and areas that are so much more local and cute. This coffee place we would never have found ourselves, and it's really good coffee, too expensive. But the idea is that when you do live like the locals, you get a very different insight.
You know, we want to see more of that, the areas like yesterday where you find small, quaint little joints, you know, no Wendy's, no Burger King, no Starbucks. Like, we want to get away from that and see, does New York have, like, this, is there a lot of that also here? But first we have to go back to the camera shop.
Candy store.
One of the things that shocks me the most is that you find weed shops everywhere here. And, you know, it's interesting because last time I was here 10 years ago, if you were smoking weed, you'd go straight to jail. Straight to jail.
I actually appreciate the fact that people can decide for themselves if they want to smoke or not, and they don't have to go to jail for it.
It's the writers who are striking. I don't know how many months it's been going on. I heard that, like, Hollywood is trying to use AI
To generate all their movies.
to substitute the writers, which probably is gonna happen.
In my dream, I left my soul there, down by the sea. I lost control here, living free. I left my soul there, down by.
We are currently at the very beginning of the High Line, and this is a converted rail track that used to take livestock to the meatpacking district here in New York City. And now it's like this urban garden boardwalk, super lush and green, and you can take it all the way from here, and then we can actually end up at the meatpacking district, which is where we're heading today.
So basically today it's livestock for tourists.
Mayday and the moon, the sun is shining.
Amelia, are you sweating like a pig?
Yes, I am. We're also going to the meatpacking district, so it makes sense.
Check, 1, 2, 3. Hey. No? Hello, girls. Can I ask you a question?
One question.
Yeah, you're tourists.
No.
No, you're locals?
They're tourists, I'm a local.
Okay, that's even better actually. We would like. Is it your first time in New York?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many days have you been here?
It's day 2.
It's day 2. Okay. What were your expectations to New York?
Partying. I don't
Partying. Anything else?
A lot of people. I don't know. Not this hot.
Not this hot. Yeah, we agree on that. So, how has your expectation been met?
Oh, it's exceeded expectations. The city's awesome.
What has been the highlight?
We went out last night to the Glass House and saw like Peggy Goo and Skepta, and that was sweet.
Yeah. What is that?
A DJ.
I heard yesterday from a local that the party scene is dead.
It depends where you go. I think it's dead in Manhattan. You have to go to Brooklyn to
Really?
find
So
house.
Manhattan is basically out.
For going out, yes, but for food and everything else. I think
How is
it's
that
great.
possible when you have such a massive just place of, you know, happening?
I'm actually not sure. We should figure that one out.
How long have you lived here?
2 years.
Is there anything you don't like about like coming as a tourist? Is there anything you notice like not so cool?
Maybe the rats.
The rats? Is that on the subway?
We just saw them on the streets.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I still haven't seen them.
Oh, there were two squished outside my apartment today.
In terms of safety and, you know, homeless people, all that.
I feel safe because there's always people out at all times of night.
Yeah.
So as long as you're out, I feel safer with more people.
And when you look at prices in London and New York, where is this much more expensive or is it the same
It's
level?
it's comparable, but you just make a lot less money in London, so it's way more expensive.
Oh,
over
really?
there. Yes.
What do you do here?
I'm a consultant.
We made it to Chelsea Market. On a scale from 1 to 10, how much do you hope that they have air conditioning in there?
10 degrees.
It's impossible to get a guide in New York without having Chelsea Market mentioned. Everyone goes here, all tourists. I bet that most people in here are not from New York.
Is it true that New Yorkers, they're not arrogant, they're just from New York?
I'm not really from New York, I'm from Connecticut, so
I am arrogant and I'm not from New York. That's cool.
So cool. This is
I love it.
beautiful.
Maida?
Oh, that actually is my brand.
They have the best tacos here in all of the US.
Yeah, a lot of the videos I saw, like Mexican people are actually queuing up to get their lunch there because it tastes like Mexico.
It's not this one.
Where the line starts.
It's the line for the tacos.
For Los Tacos, yeah. It's actually short right now.
Is it?
Yeah,
Really?
it usually comes around and then shoots.
Wow. Is it the best tacos in Mexico? Oh.
This is the best food in the world, in my opinion. There's nothing like a good taco. You do also pay 15 times more for a taco here than you do in Mexico City,
This was $51.
including tips. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This tastes like Mexico.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
This is legit. Number one for sure. So recreational cannabis was legalized last year, and also kratom. Kratom is not something I advise you to do every day, but if you have severe back problems like I do, it's actually super useful. I think it's a really cool addition that you have all this because CBD oil and THC is medicinal in many ways. So this is a welcome addition to something that would be legal just a year ago. I wonder if anyone is sitting in jail right now still because they were sentenced before it was legalized.
So the place that we are going now, it's like a breathing point for the locals. And the reason we're going there is actually also the reason why we are making YouTube videos. Because years ago, I watched a video of Casey Neistat, and he was going there when the island just opened.
Really?
The island is the name of this place, and I'm
Yeah.
pretty excited about going there.
But it's true, I completely forgot about it. Like, this is the first time we're in New York after we started making YouTube videos because of Casey Neistat, who is basically the picture of New York when it comes to YouTube. This is so trippy to look at.
I swear we're doing the best we can to make a really good video. But 100 degrees Fahrenheit is just unbearable in New York City.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
We found shelter here underneath the island. Little island.
And it even has a little breeze here. So this whole place was actually made so that people could take a breath, relax, and get a sensation of nature in the middle of the city.
Yeah.
And I must say it works. The only thing that bothers me is that you're not allowed to sit on the grass, which in my mind is what you do when you want to connect with nature.
Yeah. Now we are heading back to the mainland.
Over the bridge to the mainland, yeah.
And,
we're going to the meatpacking district, which is tiny.
Very tiny.
But,
Six blocks, basically.
But they have one store that we, with our interest in interior design, cannot miss out on.
It's so beautiful what they make that last time I was here 11 years ago, I bought a toilet brush and I brought it all the way back to Denmark. That's like I gotta bring this. I gotta get it.
What are we gonna buy this time?
A new one because we had an Airbnb guest who ruined it. I'm not gonna go into details.
No, I don't want to talk about that. That's trauma for life.
This is a 2023 Tesla bot. I love it. Guys, this is where I bought my toilet brush. Amelia, she's an interior designer, so that's why we are into this. So we're moving into our new villa on Madeira Island in a month or so. And like in here, you don't find any furniture that fits our villa.
No, but it fits the other project that the same guy had done, which is Aurora, so you could fit it into his house.
And our neighbor is from New York, which is so funny. One of the things that we've noticed is that it is not super easy to find, you know, quirky or just any street cafes.
I think the culture here is very different from the culture we have in Europe. In Europe, we sit and eat and we take an hour, 2 hours, we talk, we take forever.
Yeah.
Here, it's a lot more grab and go mentality. People are in a rush, they have to work, they have to earn money, you know. It is blasphemy to go to New York without having pizza. And Rosetta Pizza is one of the places people are recommending us to try a slice. So we'll go.
This water is so smart. So as you can see, I'm in a relationship with a psychopath because Amelia, she ordered a Hawaii. You know, they say that pizza in New York is like the best in the world, like along with Chicago. I prefer the Chicago because that's deep thrust, deep crust, deep pan pizza it's called. Two Bros Pizza sounds like true New York pizza. Just one slice and no Hawaii. $4. I feel like the pizza is very similar to the one we just had.
Really? But that's good because that was more expensive.
That was $18.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely cheaper.
But it's like pizza, it's good no matter if there's music in the air. Amelia?
Yes.
I heard rumors about a rooftop.
Yes.
Look guys, it's cloudy. And we're
It's
supposed
not
to
that
see
bad.
the sunset.
One of the biggest challenges was to find a nice rooftop bar where we could enjoy the sunset. But the reality is that there just aren't that many. And once you find one that looks epic, it's usually a fancy fine dining experience costing $300 per person. We called this place to book a table and were told to just come. And so we did, but there were no free tables. I would announce this as a disaster. I'm not a lady anymore.
It is so hot outside, you wouldn't believe it. After cooling down in the hotel lobby, we found the strength to battle the heat. We were simply desperate for some proper Italian. And Mr. Google Maps, me, had found what seemed like a quaint restaurant with marvelous reviews. You can't fight the fact that it's generally challenging to find small, authentic restaurants where you can also dine on the curb. But we found this street here filled with cozy-looking eateries. What an amazing contrast to all the big chains. And as it turns out, the food was excellent. That was our first 2 days here in New York, and I guess we have to address what reality is versus our expectations. And for me, I think New York is kind of what I expected. I think it is not the same New York that I fell in love with the first time I got here in 2009 and then back again in 12. It's become too expensive, first of all. I think the prices are so insane here that you really have to be wealthy to live here.
I think one of the things that I was surprised by, because I didn't expect it, is that New York really can be whatever you want to make of it. Like, you can have the fancy life, you can have the corporate life, you can have the very commercialized, like consumerism life, but you can also have the very authentic American spirit.
But I asked you in Paris, you know, Paris or New York?
Yeah, I would go with Paris, I think. But it's hard to say. New York is so freaking big and we have only scratched the surface.
Cheers to New York.
Cheers to New York and to continue and exploring tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
And there's a hurricane coming.